Make some noise for Tanya Sheldon.
Good morning. Okay. My name's Tanya Sheldon, and I have Spanx on. Just wanted you to know that. Okay. Before I get started, I just want to ask the Lord to just be present in this room this weekend. And I ask Him to help us to remember what we have our hands on, and to help me stop crying, and to just take what we get from this weekend and put it into action. Okay. That is my intent, exactly as I help lead us off for these next 2 days with Dr. Tanya. And I have a couple questions for you first. I want to ask you, do you all believe that you are not here by accident?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that LifeVantage is not here by accident? Okay. God doesn't place something in our hands without placing a purpose inside of it, does He? Okay, preach. I was asked to speak about excuses that have held me back, and I did not have to think very long because, look, I don't like excuses. I'm not a fan of them, and I've tried to be really aware of possible excuses in my journey here because the last thing I wanted was for my peers to see me making excuses. My desire to become more when I said yes to LifeVantage has been so strong that making excuses just wasn't something I could afford and something that I didn't want to work with. So rather than making excuses, I said yes to every shot that I got. I said yes to things that made me very uncomfortable. I got in front of the room, even though I cried. I did the Zoom or the presentation, even though I felt like I would throw up. I said yes to teaching, even though I didn't feel equipped. And I went to events even when I didn't feel like it. And I made the calls and I sent the invites, even though I was afraid. Look, when we have excuses, what's underneath all of that? It's fear, right? Fear is incredibly creative. It's incredibly creative when it comes to excuses. So what even is an excuse? It's a story we tell ourselves to justify where we are, to justify staying where we are. It can sound wise. It can sound logical, and sometimes it might even sound spiritual. But excuses are going to keep you small. Who's heard the saying, your business will never be bigger than you are?
Yes.
Yeah. This is not about how big your upline becomes. It's not how big corporate becomes. It's not how big the company becomes. It's about how big you become.
Yeah.
Now, I stood on this stage a couple of events ago and I told you about getting to executive in 4 years and then suddenly shrinking and playing small, playing to not lose, playing to stay steady and to just hold on to what I'd created. Where do you think that got me? Nowhere. Nowhere. I made EC2 with the product launch, but you guys, I forgot what this is all about. This is about becoming. We are here, there's my kick, helps me not cry. We are here to become, and so is this company. You have got to stop putting a cap on your thinking and what you think is possible. So some common excuses that I have had in my life, they always boil down to, I'm not enough. And I'm not enough often looks like I'm not confident enough, I don't know enough, I don't look like her. I don't sound like her. I can't do what she's done. I don't want to be on stage. Guys, I can't tell your story for you. So if you choose, when you're becoming, this becomes a part of it. People need to hear your stage. I'm not going to tell your story for you. This is a part of it. That's a part of the becoming. Those excuses of I'm not enough, I don't sound like her, I don't look like her, they have cost me 7 opportunities before I found my advantage. 7 flippin' times I quit because I believed I wasn't enough. And I'd say things like, I'll just wait for someone else to do it. I'll just look and see who's doing the Zoom this week. I'll wait for them to put the shareable together. I'll wait for them to create the home meeting. Your business will never be bigger than you are. Borrowed belief is going to get you started, but it's not going to sustain you. At some point, you have to stop waiting on other people, and you have to start building your own belief. And you can't outsource conviction. You can borrow someone else's excitement, but you can't borrow that fire that carries you when it's quiet, when it's hard, and when no one's around. Conviction has to be built in private, and that comes from you building your own belief, your own prayer, your own decision to do the hard thing. So these excuses, we know, again, the real underlying problem is the fear of not being enough. And you guys, as long as I believed I wasn't enough, I gave myself permission to not show up, to not do the meeting, to not make the call, to not do the invite. We've got to change our dialogue. Changing your language will change your behavior. And what you repeatedly say is what you repeatedly are going to see. Remember that. There's magic waiting for you. So how do you overcome it? How do you overcome the excuses that are holding you back? You remember why you said yes in the first place. What was that calling? What was that burning desire you had that made you say yes when you first started? It's doing the hard thing. Calling says, I'm going to do the hard thing despite, because I know that I'm here for a reason. This gift was given to you so that you could become. And the becoming only happens in the doing. No other company in the world has what we have, right?
Right.
When you realize that you were called to serve, and that this gift is not about you, your insecurities can lose their power. Fear's making it about you, but your calling makes it about them. If you believe God placed this in your hands, why would you be negotiating with fear? This was given to you as a gift. So I want you to stop shrinking. Stop playing small. Stop hesitating. Why are you allowing yourself to hide behind your excuses? Faith without works is dead. And belief without movement is just a nice idea. When you decide to move, despite not feeling ready or confident, but doing it because you know you're here for a reason and you were called to this, I promise you everything will shift. The invite becomes easier. Everything becomes freer because you know why you're here. Now, do you believe activation changes lives?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you believe people need it?
Yes.
Do you believe no other industry in the world provides what network marketing does?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Brings leverages into homes. It gives people hope. Then what are we doing? Stop overthinking. Stop rehearsing what you think is or is not best for other people. Stop rehearsing rejection in your head and letting this fear and this not enoughness slow you down. You're wasting time. You do not need more information. You do not need a better season. You do not need more products, and you do not need more science. Okay? You need to make a decision. No more excuses. It's not time to shrink. It is time to rise up. That means you stand up right now.
Oh, yeah.
Stand up. Okay? I want you to stop looking at what you're missing. I want you to start stewarding what is in your hands. Your business will never be bigger than you are. So I want you to grow. I want you to invite. I want you to do the hard thing. I want you to speak when you don't feel like it. I want you to speak when you're going to cry. I want you to speak when you feel like you're going to throw up. Someone out there needs you to stop hesitating.
Yes.
I am done negotiating with my excuses. Are you?
Yes.
Okay. I love you, LifeVantage. And when you came in this room today, you clocked in. Your time card is in the slot. So you stay in this room, you keep your butt in the seat, you pay attention, don't talk to your neighbor. That store should be empty while people are on this stage.
Yes.
Because there's a message for you this weekend to grow, and there is magic that lies ahead for you in these next few minutes.
Come on, girl.
Come on.
Yes.
So pay attention this weekend, stay engaged, and allow yourself to become.
Yes.